Hello Year 9, it's Miss Letts here, just giving you a short video on your dirt work from the letters that you've been sending me over the last couple of weeks. I was really impressed with many of your responses. I can see a lot of effort went into it, and it was interesting to find out about charities that I either hadn't heard of or I had heard of but didn't really know any details about, so thank you so much for sending that through. Now, for this lesson, you're going to need to have a copy of your letter in front of you, either on a computer or a hard copy of paper. So if you don't already have that with you, go and find it now and pause the video. Okay, hopefully you should all have your letters in front of you, because for this DIRTS lesson, there are several tasks you're going to need to do surrounding it. And again, we all know that it's not so important about the grades that you're getting, certainly not at this stage, but what's most significant is what you are going to do with the information you receive on how you can improve it. So this bit is even more important than the work you submitted in the first place. Okay, there are going to be two dirt tasks, and the first one I would like you to focus on is on the left-hand side here. So what I'd like you to do is, after each instruction, pause the video and complete the task. That way you can chunk it down and break it into little sections. It should make it a lot more formulaic. So firstly, reread your response and underline any sentences that are more than 3 lines long. If you notice that you're doing lots of underlining, then you need to be making sure that you're using full stops securely. It will make your work so much more coherent. So if you'd like to pause the video now, do so. Secondly, when you read through your work, circle each time you begin a sentence with the same word, unless of course it's on purpose, it's for deliberate effect. If you see that you're circling a lot, then you need to be able to vary the way you begin your sentences. It makes your work far more engaging to read. So again, you might want to pause the video now. Thirdly, go through and highlight and label any persuasive techniques you included. That could be things like alliteration, an anecdote, facts, statistics, rhetorical question, emotive language. If you look through and you've not highlighted a huge amount, then you need to be using a wider range of techniques. Remember, you're not just writing a letter for fun, you're crafting a letter for an English lesson. So you need to be conscious of the choices you're making. And finally, for this bit, in another colour, highlight any interesting vocabulary choices. So words that you might not use in everyday conversation with your friends. And if you haven't highlighted much, then you need to make sure you're using a wider range of vocabulary, more impressive words. Okay, so once you have done all of this, what you are going to do is, using the information you ascertain from here and using your personalised feedback in the emails that I sent you, you're going to rewrite a section of your response, and you are going to consciously think about the targets that you've been set and meet them. I'm going to ask you to spend 15 minutes on this. So it could be a paragraph, it could be a whole section, but I want you to really think about crafting that response. And up here, I have a range of excellent examples from the class. So feel free to use some of these ideas. If your target was to include inclusive pronouns, maybe have a look here. If you needed to use a wider range of techniques, you could include these sorts of things. So those are your tasks for your dirt work. Remember to check out the work on GCSE Pod 2. Any trouble, email me please. Take care. Bye.